Yes, this is a warning message for Mitch, Pacwa, Catholic priest, and all of Catholicism. I'm going to cut to the chase and go to Matthew chapter 12, verse 31. This is all about you and all of Christianity, actually. We're now seeing the abomination of desolation of Matthew chapter 24. There is total abomination and total desolation of truth in the Christian church. Wherefore I say unto you, verse 31, Matthew chapter 12, this is Jesus speaking, all manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men. Double period, colon. Jesus never excluded anyone. But the blasphemy against the Holy Ghost shall not be forgiven unto men. This is the only sin that God will not forgive. And this sin is directed at those who are speaking forth the gospel, which is you, sir. And whosoever speaketh a word against the Son of Man, it shall be forgiven him. But whosoever speaketh, it's all about speaking and teaching, against the Holy Ghost, it shall not be forgiven him, neither in this world nor in the world to come, now the gospel age. The Holy Ghost is the author, finisher, and interpreter of the Holy Scriptures. Verse 33. Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupt, for the tree is known by its fruit. What is the fruit? The fruit is the gospel, verse 31. So plain and so simple there, given to us by Jesus, and the Christian church made it Babylon. Utter confusion. Verse 34. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak, teach good things? For all of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. It's all about speaking and teaching. That's what the unpardonable sin is. That can only be done by preachers, pastors, priests, you name it. Verse 35, a good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. You've taken the treasure, the gospel, and you've made it evil. You've made it evil. A good man out of the good treasure. I gave that one to you. Verse 36. Listen up here, sir. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, teach, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. It'll be a sorry day when you say, Lord, Lord. Hey, look, I wore a dress for you. What else, it'll be a sad day. It'll be Lord, Lord, and the whole world will be in the kingdom. The whole entire world will be in the kingdom, and you thrust out. Verse 37, for by thy words, repeats it now, important here, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. I'm justified because I'm preaching the true gospel. You are not. You are condemned. You have preached a false, blasphemous, sin gospel. And this is a warning to you and the Catholic Church. I was raised in your nonsense, but I left it when I was 12. Anybody can see with any kind of brains that thing is just a horrendous, ornate joke, is what it is. You've kept sin here, okay? When there is no law and no sin. Let me quote you Romans chapter 4, verse 15. I know this verse by heart, by the way, because I've studied the scriptures. Romans chapter 4, verse 15 says, because the law, the Ten Commandments, works wrath. Why? Why does it work wrath? We can't obey the law. This is why Jesus Christ took the law away. Colossians 2:14, he nailed the law and sin to the cross. No more law, no more sin. Romans 4:15 says, because the law worketh wrath, where there is no law, there is no transgression. I want you to deal with that verse. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with 1 John 3:9? Whosoever is born of God does not sin and cannot sin. It's impossible to sin when you know the gospel. But you have preached a different, blasphemous sin gospel, and now the chickens have come home to roost. God has now started his judgment on the Christian church, telling people to get the hell out of the church. In Revelation chapter 18, verse 4, he says, come out of her. Who's her? It's the unfaithful bride of Christ. The harlot, the hooer, Babylon. Those are all the names of the Christian church. All through the book of Revelation, all through the writings of Jeremiah. It's abundantly clear here what happened. The church went off the rails, starting with Catholicism and then Martin Luther into Protestantism, same thing. You've all had a blasphemous sin gospel, and I'm done. Thank you.